a good detective. Better than you ever were.
Glad to see it. She didn't die of meter maid. And we are seeing that she needs that litmus test, in her words, to know if she's doing a good job or not. And since the only thing she had from Harry was... How's it going, everyone? Welcome back to Real Night. Today we're diving back into Dexter, Season 6, Episode number 2. This season starting off religious themes, pretty prominent. We are dealing with Dexter's purpose, but mostly his morals, it looks like. They introduced these antagonists. First episode, I wasn't really thinking of previous seasons when I said that they introduced them early last time, because they do tend to introduce antagonists first episode. They did it with Arthur, leaving things pretty vague with him until later on in the season. But yeah, it's shaping up to be pretty interesting. I'm looking forward to diving deeper into this, kind of re-exploring some of those religious themes from my past. Let's roll it. Fairy tale.
Until a few days ago, I was convinced there was nothing I believed in. But I was wrong. There is something I truly believe.
What is it?
Everything's better after a bubble bath. Rituals are important.
Maybe drawing back to that line that Deb told him last time.
Killer. But also for a 2-year-old, if you want him to go to bed on time.
I know it's the kid is not Rita's child, but yeah, they definitely picked a good actor, or a set of actors for Harrison.
Monster story, Daddy.
Again? Okay, I may have told him this one before. Once upon a time, there was a little Chino scaring everyone who lived in the hood.
Little Chino.
Nobody.
What was it? Beef Bus?
Slay that icky monster. Hiding what was left of him in a special place that no one would ever find.
Daddy's box.
Daddy's box, oh no.
You know about Daddy's box? I always knew this day would come.
Yeah, he mentioned it season 4. He wouldn't be able to be talking to him like he was before. Seems like he didn't get out of the habit,
We'll be ready soon.
It shouldn't take long. Nothing's changed.
Travis, we have to find another.
Don't you think I already know that?
Are they just going to be going like line for line? Mannequin parts.
Now look what you've done.
I'm sorry. I didn't mean to.
No, it's okay. It's okay. I just want to make sure that I can rely on you.
Like a mentor-mentee type of relationship they have going on.
Hello.
All right.
Full-on breakfast.
Yeah, juice, good breakfast.
Another day of sitting on our asses waiting for OIS to clear us on the restaurant shooting.
Yeah, I wonder what the deal was with that.
What the fuck?
Debra Morgan, will you?
Are you insane?
She did say don't mention her in the same sentence.
When have we ever talked about marriage?
That one time.
You make me happy, I make you happy.
So?
So, I love you.
So? I just need time to think about this. Quinn just fucking proposed to me over fucking pancakes. What the fuck is wrong with him?
He's Quinn?
Yeah, he's Quinn.
Guess Quinn makes me happy.
Really? Because there's a vein in your forehead.
We get along great. And there's no drama.
Is this like the longest relationship she's had in the show?
God, why can't things just stay the same?
Tell me about it.
Come on, we're gonna be late for the briefing.
Oh, the Morgans always complaining about stuff that's happening to them. That's good.
That guy. What was Quinn?
She's already got 500,000 hits. Hey,
Yeah, I figured it would be like an internet type of thing.
you're an internet sensation.
Give it a rest, man.
What, dude?
And if you're the one that wrote the poem about my ass...
I know not of what you speak. And it was a limerick, thank you.
Can we get started, please?
Shoot a talking?
He was pissed off the restaurant fired him. With the shooting behind us,
Oh, that was a quick wrap up.
You still thinking this is drug-related?
a snake is a snitch. If this wasn't a warning to others to keep their mouth shut, I'm not sure what the message is.
Maybe because the message is in a language only I understand.
I mean,
What is that holy piece of shit doing here?
I don't know if it's only you who understand it. I don't even know if he knows the language yet.
One big bad ex-con turned minister. Runs an auto body shop using former inmates.
That can't be a man of the cloth.
Yeah, they really
That's a
are.
killer.
They really are tackling religion this time.
Settled in next door.
Ooh, is Deb going to be a contender for lieutenant?
Have you
Over
gotten
Batista.
around to finalizing Sergeant Batista's paperwork?
I'm on top of that.
Because I haven't seen anything come across my desk. I think the sooner the department has a full-time lieutenant, the better.
I could not agree
The
more.
easier, yeah, it's going to be for Matthews because he already knows her game.
Is that all, Captain?
Yeah, I think he's thinking of Deb. I'd be happy for Deb if that happened. I think she definitely has a passion for it, but again, she's kind of like Batista in that she wants to be on the streets. Not in the way that it means these days, but, well, maybe.
She belongs to the street.
In the way that she knows she wants to be hands-on with the job.
When I knew Brother Sam, he was Samuel Wright. A string of holdups led to the inevitable. One of his victims fought back, and Wright killed him.
Picking to be a pastor. Definitely virtue signaling.
I don't give a rat's ass what you think about me, understand?
I mean, yeah, it's a great career choice because being a pastor, kind of like Arthur being the teacher, very easy to fly under the radar.
Men can change.
Men, maybe.
Are we done? Yeah. Thanks for coming.
I wonder if that was a blue screen. The reflection on Dexter's face was blue, and he wasn't necessarily looking at the subjects of the screen. I don't know. Doesn't really matter.
The good thing about the mind of a 2-year-old, it's easily distracted.
I remember when I had this office. Miami was a different place.
Yeah, I figured this would be happening. Deb might not take it, though.
Harry was one of the good ones. So are you. It's why I'm making you Homicide's new lieutenant.
Fuck balls, you're serious. But this is Batista's job.
He's not a hero. You are.
Why does everyone keep saying that? I was just doing my job.
That's not how I see it. That's not how the city sees it.
Yeah, it's all about the public image, and he was going for LaGuerta maybe 1 or 2 seasons ago for her loosening grip on the media.
It'd be everybody's boss.
Maybe Deb will
This is
accept
an
it.
honor.
Congratulations, Lieutenant.
Hey, I'm happy for her. I definitely am. But I don't know if that's on character, you know? I feel like she would be a lot more hesitant, a lot more
Fuck is going on today?
driven to stay on the ground.
But I can't tell if I'm seeing a man who's changed for the better, or just a better cover.
Daddy's box.
He has to be a lot more careful.
Always putting all the pieces together. What I say, what I do.
Yeah, he's cognizant.
Things go. I'll be more careful. Is that gonna be enough? Lieutenant.
Nope. 2 beers in, it still sounds fucking weird. And it totally dicks Batista. What could Matthews possibly be thinking?
Yeah, that is going to be a rough one for Angel. He was already celebrating before he was even in the position.
You ever wonder why Dad never made LT?
He had his hands full. With me.
Everyone talked about him like he was some super cop, but he stayed in the pen his whole career. You know, after his funeral, a tiny part of me was relieved. I tried so hard to get him to pay attention to me. And
No
I
more
thought with him
trying,
gone, I
huh?
wouldn't need his approval anymore, but
Yeah, you're going to be looking for it in other places one day.
Dad was my litmus test for what a real cop is supposed to be. And if he never made lieutenant,
And you have no one to compare yourself to.
and I don't want to be fucking LaGuerta,
Just be
so
yourself.
how would I even know if I was doing a good job? Be
The
totally
case
on
is
my own on
solved.
this.
New ground.
Well, if you
That's
don't
a
want
good
the job,
thing.
don't take it.
Fuck you, of course I want it. Quinn again. The fuck does he want?
What do you mean?
Maybe an answer as to whether you want to be Deborah Quinn.
Yeah.
Jesus H, fuck, I totally forgot.
Wow. Yeah, maybe it should be a no, Deb. I mean, I get she had some other big news, but still.
I have no idea what to say to him. I've got to stall.
No, just tell him what you really feel. What?
One life-altering decision a day is my max.
Yeah, I'll sleep on the couch in the other room.
That's why you don't suck as a brother.
Yeah, but what about as a father?
That's something we've seen so many times with Deb, though. It's just not the best with relationships. Probably due to the fact that she did have that poor relationship with Harry. And we are seeing that she needs that litmus test, in her words, to know if she's doing a good job or not. And since the only thing she had from Harry was his career, she's able to compare herself to him and see if she's doing a good job in that department, but she didn't really have a good relationship with him, so she's not really able to compare to be like, okay, is this relationship going the way it's supposed to go? And I'm pretty sure Harry and Doris, I believe, Harry and Doris, they didn't necessarily have the best relationship either, so yeah, new ground for Deb in that regards too. So I can see why work would be a lot easier for her to deal with.
Slow down.
I like to keep busy.
They found another flock of those dead birds up north. They think it's the end of the world or something.
Okay, we are going to be tackling like the end of the world.
What if it were?
Interesting. So has that like guy kind of convinced him that the end of the world is coming and they need to do some kind of ritual to, I don't know, save the world?
I miss you.
I miss you too.
So let me spend an evening with my baby brother. Please.
Yeah, Angel, and we got his sister. We also have this guy and his sister, but I don't know if they need like some kind of relationship director in the show. They got Deb and Dexter's relationship. They nailed that, but these other ones, they just feel very off.
Now, who put that there?
Ding my car. Is Brother Sam here?
He's out back.
Brother Sam giving that bag the holy hands.
Can I help you? Yeah, I was hoping to get an estimate.
Good Shepherd. What's that mean exactly?
They're like my flock, and my job is to make sure that they don't wander.
Looks like he's got a solid business going, though, at least.
No one's killed a man, walked off scot-free. For that, I need to pay. I was facing death row, judge presiding over my case, suddenly dropped dead.
Suddenly dropped dead.
Hallelujah, praise God, that's how I got saved.
So that darkness inside is gone?
No, still there, but I'm fighting his ass every day.
Dexter always seems to take notes and advice from the people that he has as victims when they're on the table. Boyd, when he was driving along with him sometime.
You find him, and you tell him I'm coming for you.
I think it's another perfect example of that. Just Dexter learning from his victims. The only people that he can be truly honest with before they die.
So where does everything go after it's been run?
Inquisitive, I like. Evidence down the hall. They don't make you squeamish?
Are you kidding? I love this.
Okay. Yeah, I bet you do, bro. But that's gotta be purposeful.
Yeah, and a lawsuit landing on my desk if she catches you staring like that.
Like, there's no way. There's no way she doesn't know exactly what she's doing.
I don't want her to feel like she has to choose between you or me.
She doesn't. Because it is never going to be you.
Oh, I got it.
I said it was my treat.
I got it. Here. I can afford it.
Not after this conversation.
I'm the detective I am because of you. More than that, you're like family to me.
Where's this going?
Angel Matthews has asked me to be the new lieutenant. I could never, ever do this job without your blessing. So you just say the word and I'll tell Matthews to go fuck himself.
Yeah, Deb is a true friend.
It's about time a real cop had that job. I couldn't be happier.
True friendship.
I'm gonna need that money back, though.
I like Angel and Deb's friendship. It's been true throughout the seasons.
I just found out about Morgan. I'm so sorry. She's barely out of diapers.
Don't do that. Deb's a good detective. Better than you ever were.
I mean, yeah, she got the job because of something that Dokes was doing, so...
Angel, I'm so sorry.
How come if Matthews hates you, I'm always the one paying the price?
I guess she can't really separate it. Seems to be a problem for a lot of people in this show, separating work from personal life. But I guess that's just the nature of what we're seeing here and how they're dealing with that and the drama that unfolds there.
The good shepherd has fled his field for seedier pastures.
Maybe he's gonna go pray somewhere. Oh, some more stick-ups, huh? I feel like it's not what it seems, though. Was that the guy that...
Seems old habits die hard.
Was
Brother
causing, like,
Sam's not a
issues?
changed man after all.
He might be. We don't know the
Hallelujah.
details. We don't know the details of what just happened there. Like, he could have just knocked that guy out with the holy hands. Didn't see any, like, blood dripping all over him or anything.
Can't come back for Brother Sam until I make sure he killed that man. Better safe than sorry.
my guess is that he's just being this, shepherd. Taking aggressive means to keep his flock in line.
Well,
dogs don't like him.
I don't think they approve of what I sometimes do to their masters.
Episode 1.
Who the fuck is out here? Sam, it's me. I thought it was too late to call. Do you mind? Sit. Maybe we should come back tomorrow.
No.
Like, he could actually be a changed man.
It's either him or me if I want to stay. Alive?
Get off the man damn car.
I can't believe you hit me, man.
I can't believe you took a shot at me.
Now I'm confused.
Hit him with the righteous right hook.
David broke a lamb's leg to protect it from wandering off. I gotta tend to my flock any way I can.
I figured.
Where's our boy? Safe. Fuck you. I'm not afraid of you, son. And damn sure ain't afraid to die.
This guy could be a good friend to Dexter. Teach him a lot. Said that about Arthur, too.
You can't tell if Brother Sam is bluffing, crazy, or a true believer.
I think this guy means what he says. We still have more to learn about him, though.
Miami Metro.
This ain't over.
Good old lamb in it.
Remember Hector Nunez? They never found his body, did they? Miami Metro.
Lab geek.
You don't fight like no lab geek. Evening full of wonders tonight, huh?
Oh, an old church. I don't know what it is, but like I've always liked the somewhat spooky vibe that like an abandoned church has.
Weird. You're a weird guy.
You know that you can't be saved, right?
She is a good person.
You have God now. But I see. You have to be reminded of that.
Some branding.
To hurt me. You see how I suffer for your sins.
Stop!
In the world. You know what? Him saying that, I'm pretty sure that Revelations dealt with like Jesus returning
to take care of you.
Yeah, I think that's what it is, the parallel in the scene. But I think that he is kind of saying maybe that he's Jesus returned.
I will show you that I am worthy.
I think that's what it is. Like the framing of that shot with the crucifix in the back and then that stance that they're in. I think that's what it is.
Fuck me.
You got to give it to Quinn. He has a sense of humor. That's great.
You shouldn't have.
Beers in the
I can't marry you.
fridge.
I'm sorry. You're so good to me, but I can't.
Then why are you with me?
Because it wasn't.
She likes the feeling. She just doesn't want to be alone.
I never meant to hurt you or lead you on. I just like things the way they are.
It's all the feeling with none of the responsibility involved.
Not good enough. I want more.
That's the problem. I don't. You are.
Just don't be when I get back, all right?
Oh, and I'm your new boss.
That maybe he'll transfer, but there's just a lack of empathy, it seemed like, in that scene.
I was set on proving Brother Sam still deserves to be on my table, but miraculously, Julio goes and vets himself to take his place.
I mean, he could just be trying to claim it, since there wasn't anybody, but...
I need a shirt.
Oh, the new lieutenant look, huh?
Am I making the biggest mistake of my life?
No, I don't think so. She'll do the job well, just based on her past experience.
Toxicology's back.
On what? The board's clear.
The snakes. I hope you don't mind, but I ran tissue samples.
Well, which I would have done.
Now look.
Oh, no.
From Mama Snake, who had to have been living in a toxic environment to pass it on to her young.
You want to look up EPA cleanup sites, or should I?
She's sharp, but I don't know if they're... I wouldn't want them to nix Masuka's, smarts and intelligence to bring
Please
her
don't
up.
sue.
You
we'll
like to
see.
watch. Good to know.
Fuck you, Tom.
You get one of those as captain.
Fuck you. This is gonna be a fucking disaster.
What did you say to Deb?
Good morning to you, too. Yeah, she's made her choice, but it's not you or me.
Youngest officer ever to make lieutenant, Debra Morgan.
Glad to see it. She didn't die of meter raid. Definitely well deserved, I think. She's always on it with the cases. No matter what Dexter does, always a step behind him.
I read all about how you were shaking down local business owners. Like Hector Nunez.
You're gonna hit him with the Sweeney Todd.
You recognize this?
I haven't seen that. I want to watch it. I know the premise, of course.
You're a dead man. My voice will
We'll miss you, I'm sure.
These guys always just have such huge egos when they have no business having those egos in this scenario.
Always the same ending. Because monsters don't get to live happily ever after.
Once upon a time. So I guess the fairy tale maybe was Deb's fairy tale, and maybe the fairy tale aspect of a reformed killer.
The good thing about the mind of a 2-year-old, it's easily distracted. He won't remember Daddy's box if he has one of his own.
I don't know.
How about a new story?
You got to start changing stuff up. The 3 little pigs.
Wolves come in many forms. From now on, the only wolves in his life have to be the stuff of fairy tales. I can no longer allow him to see the real me, only the version that's make-believe. It's the only way this story gets to have a happy ending.
That's sad. So, and I guess that is another first of the show. Going from being able to be open to having to close off, never something we've seen before. And I mean, this is really the only scenario in which this could be the case. I guess fairy tales, one, teach lessons, but also just draw to different aspects of life that we all wish we could change or we wish would be better or easier. Uniquely dealing with Harrison's growing consciousness, it's another human being. It's not like an animal or a pet or something that's always going to retain the amount of consciousness that they have. It's a human being that's going to grow into an adult and a child and a preteen, a teen, and to remember things from childhood. And Harrison's kind of getting to be that age or around that age, almost at the age that Dexter was at when he was in that container. And until he remembered after going into that blood-filled room, it was still affecting him to a certain extent, subconsciously, until it all boiled to the surface. We definitely don't want Harrison to be experiencing that kind of thing. He definitely doesn't, so he does have to cut it off, it's sad to see. He has to become not truly himself with his son. But I mean, it's a good thing coming out of the context of a show about a serial killer, an anti-hero. Not necessarily a bad thing that he's cutting off his true nature from his son in order not to affect him. We had Travis, things escalating there, and I think my theory is correct. I'm not too sure about it, but the way they were framing that shot specifically just led me to believe that. And I know that Revelations, which was the quote from the end of the last episode, was from Revelations. And Revelations is the last book of the Bible in which it's the return of Jesus. The general gist is that it is the end of the world and he's coming back to kind of reward the faithful, take them all to heaven, and then the people that weren't faithful, you know what happens to them. But him wounding himself, kind of like Jesus dying on the cross for the sins, right? That to me just clicked in my head that he is maybe personifying himself as Jesus reincarnated. I don't know if he believes that himself. Maybe he's delusional in that way and he thinks that he actually is, but it's going to be interesting to explore deeper into that moving forward for sure. The Maria Angel situation, such a blow from last season. They ended off on a happy note. They were going to try to make it work, but I guess after that year of maybe trying to make it work, they just decided it was not worth it and they were just going to be friends. And I'm sure that pushed Maria to focus a lot more on work as well. I'm sure Angel went through his own recovery process too. Probably having to do with drinking and, going out partying, doing that stuff. But I know Maria, her career was the default. Their relationship she had was kind of a detour from that, kind of a separation from that. So I'm sure she just went right back on that path. Here she is, a captain. She didn't get the first one underhandedly, but it was a twist of circumstance that she was able to get that lieutenant job. She's definitely went underhanded for this captain job. It's really what I don't like about her character, doing all these little sly moves to get up in the ranks. And I know why she feels she needs to do it, because Matthews is definitely not on her side. I don't know if he initially was like that towards her, or if that's just built over time as he's seen the games that she plays. But I would hazard to say that, you know, it's her own doing. Anyway, enjoyed these two. Looking forward to the next couple episodes. Thank you all for watching, and I will see you all on the next one.